Sunday League Extra, and we're joined by Rondo from Takers. How you doing, Rondo?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you, mate. First thing I wanted to ask you, mate, was about your football journey, where it started, right up until you joined Takers.
Basically, it was pretty much straightforward, like any other young boy in England wanting to become a professional footballer. There's actually a club at the end of my road where I used to live, where I grew up, and obviously it was just natural for me to go there as it was so close. I played for them from about the age of like 6, 7. I think I first went down there, all the way up until about 14, 15. That was just a normal, any Sunday league team, like just training Wednesdays, play on Sundays. Yeah. Then from there, I met, on my way to training one day, I met a coach that coached me in primary school when I was going to London Youth Games. And he basically said he's got like a youth team set up as well that leads all the way up to a men's team as well. So I was like, wasn't sure whether to leave what I already knew to go and explore something else. But in the end, I said, I've got to really go somewhere else if I'm gonna have any chance of going somewhere in the game. So I went to that team. They were called St. Lawrence. We played in the Arsenal tournament in my first pre-season. That was good. They sent me to Brentford a couple of times. Unfortunately, I didn't get a contract there. But yeah, that was a good team. I started playing up there, men's team at 17. So that was when I first started playing Saturday football. And then from there, I played for them for a couple of years, up until about 18. Then I actually stopped playing football for a year. Literally just stopped. That team folded, didn't find another team. And then when I got back into it, it was literally just, I made myself a power league team, me and a couple of the boys, the local power league, the whole power league. And literally, that's how I like bumped into the Takers. I knew Ricochet from school. He was like a couple of years above me. I knew of him. I mean, like, said hello here and there, isn't it? But like, a lot of the boys that played for them as well went to my school. So like, I knew a few of them already. And then my team at Power League, obviously, it's underestimated how hard it is to get players, isn't it? Like, my team just stopped coming. Everyone stopped coming. So then Ricochet was like, look, he just showed me what he wanted to do. He was like, listen, I'm going to start like a 11-a-side team. Just come down and play, innit? And then since then, I've just been at Takers.
So that's where Takers started, from 5-a-side?
Yeah, I think originally they were like Ricochet and a couple of the other boys were playing for another Sunday league team called LMER or something like that. But then they just split off and
stole a few players.
Yeah.
Nice. One thing, obviously, watching your videos every Sunday, one thing that stuck out from me from the videos is your coaching staff.
What I said to you guys before the game, big characters, big games. You don't walk away from games like this making stupid mistakes. Not like that. You don't hand a semi-final to someone like that. This is our house. This is our house. There's no free gifts here. This ain't Christmas. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
If you want it, you have to go and take it. That's what we are. We're takers. Now go and take it.
Like, very motivational, very tactical, subs at the right time, know what to say at the right time. How is it to play for your coaching staff? Is it as enjoyable as it looks?
Yeah and no. I'm going to say yeah and no.
See, I hope they're not going to watch this.
Like, it's enjoyable because you know what you're getting from it. There's harshness, there's honesty, and it all comes from a good place at the end of the day.
They seem very straight to the point. They are they're very matter of fact, aren't they? Both of them, I noticed.
Yeah. And I mean, like, if you can't be honest with your players and people around you, then it's not really a good team. You're not really togetherness. There's no togetherness within the camp. Yeah. Like, if the coaches are going to hide away what mistakes you're doing just to protect your how you feel.
I get you. Yeah. You're going to
Then we're
think
not
you can
gonna-
get away with things. You're not giving 100%, then are you? And then it just starts to spread throughout the team, I guess. Yeah. Next thing I wanted to ask you: how does it feel to be viral pretty much every week, every time you score a goal?
Nah, do you know what it is? It's a bit weird, isn't it? Obviously, like, I'm not too fussed about all that Instagram, and like, obviously I'm on Instagram all the time, but like, it's just a bit weird.
You just kind of let it go. If it happens, it happens. It's not something obviously you're trying to do. If it happens, it's nice, I guess. But
yeah, like obviously it's weird. Like now my phone, it won't, like certain times it just won't stop, and I'm like, oh.
you turn your notifications off.
yeah. But yeah, it's nice. Obviously, it's nice. I'm not gonna say it's not nice. Yeah.
Talk to me about the Rising Ballers game, because I've seen your video, I've seen their video, and they're they paint kind of a different picture of the game. Yours, I thought, was probably, and I'm not just saying this because you're here, yours kind of felt like it was more accurate, because there was some tasty tackles, shall we say, from you guys, and there was some tasty tackles from them, and it kind of felt like you kind of got more of both sides on your video, whereas their video kind of made it look like it was an assault on them from you lot.
I mean, you know what it is, yeah? I knew sort of this was going to be one of the questions, yeah?
It had to be.
Yeah, of course. But like, whether you like it or not, every single YouTube team that records their footage is slightly biased with their footage.
Yeah, there's certain things that you're always going to be, it's going to be your attacks more than the other team, even if it is them on top more. Yeah, I get that.
Exactly. Yeah, so although like there was both sides missing bits and that, I just thought we like tried to show a bit more of everything. They sort of tried to make us look a bit bad, I'd say.
Yeah.
But in reflection on both, I'd say it was a bit in the middle of both videos. Yeah, so take what you want from their video, take what you want from our video, and put it together.
It was kind of a little bit in between. Yeah, I get you. A little bit in between on both of them. There was, when you, especially that first free kick, what was it, like 30, 40 seconds gone in the game? As soon as you hit that, did you know straight away that was in?
I'll be honest, yeah. As soon as I looked up, it was in.
it was that fast.
Yeah, honestly, like I literally just said to myself, I'm just gonna, because it was too close to go over the wall.
Yeah.
I said I'm just gonna smash it as hard as I can.
Yeah.
On target. I'm gonna see what happens, and then boy, the rest is history, isn't it?
What a goal that, especially that early on. I just felt like it was kind of, it was always going to be a tight game, and I just, especially in a double header, if you get that early goal and your back four and the goalie are on point, I feel like you got a chance of winning the game then, haven't you? The second game, it was sort of the opposite. It was still a free kick, but it was obviously a bit more at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Could you believe it when that one went in as well?
You know what it was? I didn't feel like I hit it too well. Was when I actually hit the free kick, because it was a bit further out. I didn't feel like I hit it too well.
So that kind of done you a favour maybe, and it might have, I think that might have helped you.
I went through the wall, so I couldn't really see if it was going in.
Yeah.
And then it was more of everyone else screaming when I realised that.
You just saw everyone else running towards you.
Yeah, I was like, right, it was good, man. It was good.
Yeah, no, that was a good watch. That was a good watch, even on their video, to see it from their side and just watch all your lot obviously just running on the pitch. It was really good to watch, to be honest.
Good, that day was a bit of this. So.
Are you, from a personal point of view, obviously aside from the free kicks, because they were just unbelievable anyway, from a personal point of view, are you happy with how your season's gone, specifically you, so far?
Yeah. I'm going to say yeah, because I feel like I've played well. At times, I feel like, you know what, more often than not, when I come off the pitch, me personally, I'm saying to myself, man, I could have could have got on it a bit more. Ask anyone at Takers. I'm the harshest critic of myself and the whole team. So it's like, when I come off the pitch, I just always want more. Like even yesterday we won. I felt like it weren't I don't know, man. I just feel like
you felt like there was more there. You felt like you could have got more out of the team as a whole.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got the Rising Ballers games are out of the way now. 6 points, brilliant. It's really, you can't, well, from the outside looking in, I think you're favourites to win all those games, and you're kind of looking at Highgate Albion games, aren't you now? The 2 Highgate Albion games. Do you know much about them at all? Because they're kind of like a bit under the radar, aren't they, at the moment? They're just kind of going along and getting results, and no one's really talking about them.
They've got quite good history in terms of like...
They've won the league a few times, haven't they, I think?
They've won the league quite a few times.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're decent.
How is it to be a captain of a YouTube team? Is it anything extra than being a captain of a non-YouTube team, or is it the same really for you?
It's the same, really. I'll be honest, like, I captain my school and it just feels the same.
Just feels the same. It's that same responsibility. There's nothing extra with the cameras being there, like you've got to behave in a certain way or whatever like that. It's you're you no matter what.
Like, no one wants to behave. Like, you should behave the same way on and off the camera, really, truly.
I like that.
Obviously,
one person I want to ask you about specifically, because, excuse me, he always makes me laugh on your videos, is Trey Cam.
Big Trey, yeah.
Is he a person who's exactly like that when he's not got a camera in his hand? I'm assuming he is, from what you just said.
Loudest man, he's the loudest guy I know. He's constantly like that.
Always makes me laugh.
Like, we'll turn up at a game. Obviously, it's early morning. Everyone's tired, rubbing their eyes. He's making noise. He's got music playing. I'm like, bro, come on, Trey, man. But yeah, that's him, man. He's
the person that you need, though. I think every team needs someone like that, especially those away days on a Sunday morning. He gets everyone up and ready.
When you hear him, like, when I'm on the pitch and like game's not going too well, and you hear him, it's like,
he's a good man to have.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's motivational. Him and Antonis, big T as well, man.
Yes, he's another one as well. Who's always, you can always hear him, can't you? That's what you need.
It's like there'll be a foul first 30 seconds in the game, foul. He's screaming, how many more?
I thought that on Sunday when I watched your new video on Sunday. There was a tackle after a minute on you, I think it was. And he was shouting, how many more? I was thinking, there's only been a minute. Obviously, you've had the Rising Ballers games. You've played in the London Cup this season as well. In your memory, is there one player that you've played against who you've just thought, yeah, he's decent? And it's fine. If there isn't, it's fine for you to say no, honestly. Or has it just been like there's been some good players, but no one that's been really like, whoa?
Even though we lost that London Cup game, we lost in the first round.
Early on, wasn't it?
There was no one on their team that would have got into our team.
Yeah.
It was an off day, we played bad. So anyone from them, I don't really feel like they were anything special.
Yeah.
Now, Rising Ballers, everyone knows they've got good players. Like our good Dara mentioned.
Yeah, Dara's a good player. Dara's a good player in midfield, yeah, definitely.
But other than that, I'll be honest, we haven't come across anyone too special.
I think it was the last round of the Middlesex Cup where you were 3-1 down, you come back and won 4-3. I feel like that kind of, I wouldn't say you hadn't shown that side of your game, all of you. I don't think you've had to until that point.
When we went 3-1 down, I'm thinking, damn, is it going to be one of those days?
Yeah.
It's like we wasn't, like, first off especially, we wasn't creating much. Although we had more possession, we weren't really creating chances. And every chance they had, they were scoring, and they were clever. Their striker was very clever, winning.
Like the big guy up front, wasn't he? He was quite a big guy, wasn't he?
Quite stocky, and he'd back in and win the free kick.
Yeah.
They weren't bad, to be fair. But then second half, we knew we had to back up our ideas, man. And that was literally a couple of days after the Rising Ballers game, so maybe we were a bit hungover over
Yeah. So a little bit tired from the Rising Ballers game because that was a double header as well. They're always tough, those double headers, mentally, physically. No, I think you've done well. You've got 6 points there. You're 3-1 down a few days later. Come back and won 4-3. Character. What's the ambition for the rest of the season? I'm just assuming it's just to win the lot. It's the treble, isn't it?
That's it. That's exactly it, man. We're just taking every game as it goes.
It's just one weekend at a time or one midweek game at a time, however it works. One game at a time. Yeah.
And we just do what we normally do, innit? Just come play our game. And usually we're good enough players, so more often
It's
than not,
working at the minute, so just carry on doing what you're doing at the minute, I guess.
That's it. I want to say shout out all the YouTube teams, man, and let's get it in the summer. Let's get it.
I feel like there's got to be some sort of like a tournament at some point, like a summer tournament or something.
Someone, yeah, man, it's cooling. Everyone's calling.
It's going to happen. It's got to happen. It's got to happen.
That's it. And we'll be there for sure, man.
Definitely, man. It'd be good to see you. There's some really good YouTube teams. So to see you all in one tournament would be.
You know what? Yeah, the scene right now, the YouTube football scene right now is it's buzzing, and I feel like it's just gonna get stronger and stronger. So yeah, everyone that's creating content for all the fans, man, just keep going, man. It's good, man. It's good stuff.
Yeah, love it. Well, man, I wish you all the best, obviously from a personal point of view for the rest of the season, and the Takers boys as well. So send my regards.
Big up Urfreshtv as well, man. Thank you. Yeah,
I appreciate it.